Think about this for a second. We've been scanning the stars for decades. Billions of dollars, the most powerful telescopes ever built, and what have we found? Absolutely nothing. Not a single confirmed signal. Not a whisper. So what's the deal? Did we just get lucky being here? Or is there something darker happening? Here's the theory that keeps astrophysicists up at night. And it's not what you think. It's not that aliens don't exist. It's that they're hiding. Or worse, they're already here, and we just can't see them. Let's start with the Great Filter. This is the idea that somewhere along the path from single-celled organism to interstellar civilization, there's a wall. A barrier so hard to break through that almost no species makes it. Maybe that filter is behind us. Maybe we already passed it when we developed language, or when we stopped killing each other with nuclear weapons. But maybe it's ahead. And maybe every other civilization that ever existed hit that wall. Silence isn't emptiness. Silence is a graveyard. But there's another possibility. One that's way more unsettling. What if we're not alone, but we're being isolated? Think of a nature preserve. You don't let the animals know you're watching, right? You keep your distance. You study them from behind glass. Some scientists call this the zoo hypothesis, where the exhibit and the zookeepers are very, very quiet. Now, let's get really uncomfortable. What if they're not hiding in space, but in time? Or in dimensions we can't perceive? We live in 3 dimensions of space and 1 of time. But string theory suggests there could be 10, 11, even more. An advanced civilization might exist right next to us, in a dimension we can't touch. Like a ghost living in the walls of your house, but you never see it because you only look at the floor plan. And here's the kicker. We assume aliens communicate like we do. Radio waves. Lasers. But what if their technology is so advanced it looks like nature to us? What if the dark matter that makes up most of the universe isn't matter at all, but the infrastructure of a billion-year-old civilization? We're looking for a needle in a haystack, but the haystack itself might be the needle. So why haven't we found them? Maybe because we're looking in the wrong direction. Or maybe because we're not ready. Every time we send a signal out into space, we're essentially shouting our location to the universe. And if you've ever been in a bad neighborhood, you know that's not always a smart move. Stephen Hawking warned us about this. He said making contact with an advanced civilization could be like Native Americans meeting Columbus. It didn't end well for them. But here's the part that gives me hope. Maybe the reason we haven't found them is because they're waiting for us to grow up, to stop fighting, to get our act together, to prove we're worthy of joining the cosmic conversation. So next time you look up at the night sky and feel that eerie silence, don't be scared. Be curious. Because the answer might not be we're alone. The answer might be we're not ready yet. And that's a challenge. A challenge to be better, to think bigger, and to finally, truly, listen. What do you think? Are we being isolated, or are we just not worth the call? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this blew your mind even a little, hit that like button. The universe is waiting.